CDMASC. This past year, you guys put your trust in me as your regional president, and I cannot do enough to show my gratitude for that. Being able to represent the region as your president has been an absolute honor, and it is truly an experience that I will never forget. This is the last time I will be addressing you all as your president, and although it is not through the means which we had all hoped at our spring conference, I am still thankful to be able to talk to you all one last time. Before writing this speech, I struggled for a while on what I wanted to focus on. I could tell a little story about when I first found my passion for leadership. I could thank each and every person who has helped me get here, which I may still do. Or I could focus on something that you can all take something away from, the importance of new beginnings. Through the countless workshops and events we've all attended through Student Council, we've learned how to enhance skills such as communication, teamwork, delegation, and organization. However, one skill that I personally know I have had to work on is adaptation and the ability to accept change, especially when it is out of my control. While I didn't want this speech to call upon the dire circumstances which we have found ourselves in during this new, unprecedented time, this skill is more prevalent now than ever. As members of Student Council, I'm sure you are all called upon time after time from your school. You are counted on to put on events, fundraisers, and meetings, and to keep school spirit and morale at a high. Right now, however, things are changing, and it can be difficult to know exactly what you should do. This is where your ability to adapt and overcome comes in handy. While it is reasonable and fair to be upset about the things you look forward to so much being canceled, you are doing yourself a great injustice if you just give up. Use the skills you have gained throughout the years to come up with something new. Find a way to create something that will be remembered down the line. The absolute worst thing you can do right now is wave your white flag. The world is a crazy place right now, but things like this are out of our control, and we all have to accept that. Take this time to learn a new skill, read a new book, better yourself, engage in those close to you, and accept the new beginnings, no matter how scary it may be. When you hit a bump, adapt and overcome. Before I say goodbye to you one last time, I'd like to leave a few thank yous, as I would not be anywhere close to reading this if it weren't for a few special people. Firstly, to this past year's executive board, you guys rock. I wouldn't have wanted to experience this past year with anyone else. You guys are truly an amazing group, and I'm so glad that I got to meet each and every one of you. To Losh, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me these past couple years as my advisor. You kept me grounded, you kept me on track, and you told me things as they were with no sugarcoating. For that, I thank you. CDMAC will miss you immensely, as will I. To my North Brookfield Student Council and my advisor, Miss Malone, thank you guys so much. Whether it was campaigning for me, hyping me up for my speech, or just being by my side, you all helped me so much throughout my years at North Brookfield, and I am so glad to have met and worked with all of you. And finally, to CDMAC, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in me and electing me as your president. Thank you for being the loudest, wildest, and, even though it's not a word, funnest region anyone could ever ask for. CDMAC will hold a special spot in my heart forever, and that is all thanks to the amazing people that make it what it is. You. CDMAC, it is my time to go. It is time for the new board to take over and do what they do best. I have no doubts whatsoever that they will create an incredible year for all of you. This past year has quite possibly been the best of my life, and I owe it all to you. With that, I leave one last goodbye as your president. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay awesome. Jagger out.
Hey guys, it's Malia Evans, your CDMASC Vice President. Now looking on the last year or so of being on this board, my favorite memory has to be spring conference of last year when you guys elected me to be your Vice President. Between the feeling of fear and excitement that ran through my body as we waited for the election results, along with all the support from you guys, my own council, and just everyone at CDMAC, it's something I can never explain and I will definitely never forget. CDMAC has always been so warm and welcoming. I couldn't pick a better region to serve. Now for the incoming board members, please take this time before you have any real work to do to get to know each other and bond. Because when you do that, the work that you're doing will feel less like work and more like fun. You guys are going to do great. I love you so much, CDMAC.
Hello, my name's Jacob, and I am so honored to be able to say that I served as your CDMASC secretary this past year, which has been honestly my favorite part of high school, just being a part of this organization and being in this position. So my favorite memory is definitely winter retreat weekend, with just everything about that, the last minute planning, the sleepover with the board, and the event itself. Everything went just so well, and so the event just was phenomenal and 10 times better than any of us expected it to be. My advice to the new board and to all the incredible leaders of CDMASC is this: Leadership doesn't have a definition. Everyone's leadership style is unique in their own way with their own strengths. Being a leader is what you make of it, and if the only person you end up leading is yourself, that is still just as incredible as leading an entire region. Thank you for an incredible year, and good luck to the new board. You guys are going to do incredible.
Hey CDMASC, my name is Nicole and I was your Public Relations Officer for this year. I'd have to say my favorite memory was the fall conference at BVT. You guys did so amazing. It was truly one of the best conferences I've been to, and I got to meet so many of you, so many lovely faces. And I'd have to say my advice for the up and coming board is to don't be afraid to reach out. As you could see from this corona, you never know what's going to happen, and it truly takes a village to create something great, so don't be afraid to reach out to people. This district is filled with so many amazing people that can help you out. So I'd have to say this is not a goodbye. To see you later. Stay safe, everyone. I love you. Bye.
CDMASC. I'm Haley Moore. I was this past year's fall conference chair in the newly elected 2020 to 2021 president. And my favorite memory of this year was definitely fall conference, just because my council and I were able to plan it and host it at our school, BVT. Overall, personally, it was just like the best thing ever that happened this year for me. And to next year's board, I can't wait to start planning with you guys and meet you guys in person and not in a Zoom meeting. And yeah, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and participate and share your ideas. Sky and Lindsay, I can't wait for another year of planning with you guys on the board. Yeah, hope everyone's staying safe and healthy and social distancing right now during this time. Bye.
Hi CDMASC, I'm Lindsay Romano, your 2019 to 2020 Spring Conference Chair, and I'm honored to now say your 2020 to 2021 Secretary. Although this past year did not end at all how we expected, and unfortunately the spring conference was canceled, I'm so incredibly grateful for my experiences this past year, and so thankful to be a part of such an amazing region. I would have to say my favorite memory from the year has to be when we were learning to make the paper cranes for the winter retreat, which was a little difficult for everyone, but ended up being a ton of fun and produced a really positive product for our community. To the next spring conference chair, although I can't give you advice specific to planning the conference, my advice to you is to remember to always speak your opinions and your ideas throughout the entire year because they're always important. To the 2019 to 2020 board, I'm going to miss you all so much next year, and I'm so thankful for the amazing year you've given me. To you, CDMASC, we've already accomplished so much, and I can't wait to see what we do next.
CDMASC, it's Skylar Gravel, one of your delegates from the board this year, and I first off just wanted to say that I'm so sorry that the message has to be delivered to you guys in this way and that we all can't be there with you, because I know that I would have loved to be there with you guys at Spring Conference, but I hope that you all are staying very happy and healthy. So my favorite memory from the board this year is probably our board sleepover and winter retreat. We had a board sleepover the night before winter retreat just to finish planning everything, and I feel like we all just clicked so much and we all bonded so much that night. And just going into winter retreat the next day, I was just so proud of myself because I put so much hard work into planning winter retreat because it was being hosted at my school. And just seeing all of you guys really like the event and being so happy just made me feel so good and so happy. So my advice to the board this year is to trust each other and communicate. I'm a big believer in that communication is the key to having a successful board. And I think that if you all just communicate, listen to each other, and be open to new ideas, I think that you guys will be perfect. You guys will do amazing. So thank you for having me as one of your delegates this year, CD. I love you all, and I hope you all are staying safe.
Hi CDMASC, it's Mackenzie. This year I was a delegate on the CD board, and I'm going to share with you guys a couple of answers I have to some questions. The first is what my favorite memory was as a board. My favorite memory altogether was probably the first time we all hung out at Blackstone. I remember we had just been elected to the board, and it was just so exciting to get to know everyone, and it was so much fun. Finally, my advice for the new board. My advice for the new board is always be yourselves, bring out the best in each other, and remember that it is what you make it, and I hope you guys can make this the best year yet. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you, CDMASC, for everything. You will always have a special place in my heart. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name's Alicia Suero. I'm a delegate to the e-board, and my favorite memory has got to be staying up late and making paper cranes, trying to make paper cranes with the board. We had to learn the night before winter retreat so we can teach all of you guys how to make them and send them to the nursing homes. It was definitely a struggle, but it was also so much fun, and it was funny, and it was a nice challenge for us as a board. Some advice to the new board members would have to be definitely become friends and get to know your board, because you will become best friends with them, and it makes everything so much easier to run a workshop or a conference when you're all best friends. All right, good luck and have fun next year. Love you all.
Hi, my name is Elise Whittemore, and I'm a delegate on the board from Auburn High School. My favorite memory of being on the board is definitely when we all went out to ice cream together after our first meeting/training at Losh's house. We all had a blast getting to know each other for the first time, and it was definitely the best memory from being on the board. So one piece of advice that I have for the new board is just to take in every moment, because it is going to go by so fast. And I can tell you that being on the board has given me some of the most enjoyable moments of high school.
Hello, CDMAC. It is with great pride and pleasure that I am able to announce to you guys the new 2020 to 2021 CDMAC Executive Board. Starting off with the delegates from Marlboro High School, Christina Priest. From Oxford High School, Joey Sazella. From Wachusett Regional High School, Emma Bebass. And from Shrewsbury High School, Charlie Pratt. Your Public Relations Officer from Tohoto Regional High School, Paige Money. Your Secretary from Oakmont Regional High School, Lindsay Romano. Your Vice President from Westboro High School, Skylar Gravel, and your President from Blackstone Valley Technical High School, Haley Moore. Congratulations to the new Executive Board.